Of all the auto shows in the world, Chicago Auto Show is best known for announcing new trucks, and this one's no exception. So we have the all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado Heavy Duty. But we've also had announcements from Ram and Ford this week about their heavy-duty trucks. Now, Silverado's kind of drawn a line in the sand with 35,500 pounds of towing, which is the best in the segment by a couple of hundred pounds. And in my opinion, it's not so much about the numbers, it's really about the brand. I believe that most owners, especially heavy-duty truck owners, are very brand loyal. If you're a Ford person, that's what you are going to gravitate to, and the same goes for Ram and Chevy. In fact, I would challenge all of these truck companies to do a blind test. Put journalists in identical trucks from each of the brands with identical loads and have them drive them around for a day, completely camouflaged, not knowing what they are, and see which one they really prefer, because the brand has as much to do with it as the numbers do. Even though we haven't been behind the wheel of the all-new heavy-duty Silverado, we do have some information about it. For example, the bottom three trim levels get the Chevrolet name in the grille, whereas the top-of-the-line trim, High Country, gets the bow tie. The styling has been very polarizing. Some people love it, some people don't love it. And to me, it definitely speaks heavy duty, which is what Chevy was going for, but especially in some colors and in some trim levels, there's a lot of grille going on here, a lot of chrome. So that's something that we're gonna have to get used to. I do know this, it looks really good at night. These LEDs are very exciting. Let's go point out a few other things about the heavy duty truck. Chevy was the first truck brand to pull the mirrors away from the A-pillar, and now they've pulled it even more, so you have this clear line of sight. This is very important for truck drivers. These are big vehicles, and you have these massive A-pillars now, primarily because of safety. So to have this extra visibility is a game changer in the industry. Unless you're 7 feet tall, accessing the bed of some of these trucks can be a real challenge, especially with the heavy duty trucks, which sit up even higher. So what Chevy has done, they've had this step kind of bumper over here, as well as in the corner. This is something unique to Chevy, and it really works. It can handle over 500 pounds and makes accessing the bed much more reasonable. Even though the heavy-duty trucks are primarily work trucks for most people, and for some people, I guess, who have horses and ranches, it's kind of a recreational vehicle that it can tow your fifth wheel and your camper, etc. But I want to point out a couple of things. This is a very heavy-duty vehicle. So, for example, the receiver hitch. Every heavy-duty has a receiver hitch, unlike the regular Silverado, which can be an option. But this one is welded, where the one on the 1500 is bolted on. And if you were to look underneath, and we have some images of the two frames side by side, it is amazing how much beefier this frame is compared to the 1500. So even though the trucks look very similar on the outside, I can tell you this, aside from the roof, none of the panels are the same on the heavy duty as they are in the 1500. We'll be driving these trucks in a few months, probably towing some crazy 35,000 pound load, which, by the way, now you're going to need a commercial license to tow legally. So we'll see where all this is headed. I'm Ron Doran. Thanks for watching. See you next time on The Driver's Seat.